All right, viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us in another one here on the coach's desk. We appreciate you being here, and we'll be talking about in this video Oblique Seville and the U.S. athlete that was banned by USADA. So before we get into the details, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we also want you to hit together. It's a difficult task. She got help on Sunday, and it was tremendous help. But the work still has to go on. There's still work to do, and we are trying our best. So big up to TS Jamaica for that wonderful job. So let's get into the meat of the matter. What we want to discuss in this one: Oblique Seville, Oblique Seville, Oblique Seville, the world champion. Yeah, man, that sound good, though. Yeah, man, Oblique Seville is definitely looking forward to the new season so that he can get more success in the 200 meters, right? And he pretty much wants to get greater endurance in this event. And when you look at Oblique Seville, he has a very good speed endurance, You know what I mean? Yes, he has a very good speed endurance. And for him to be doing the 200 meters or the over distance work will certainly work more for him. Because, for the past few seasons, we see Oblique Seville running the 400 meters for his opener, and they have been some very steady 400 meters. Persons might look at times, but when I look at the execution that he did was an excellent execution. Normally, you see um sprinters, shorter sprinters like the 100 and 200-meter sprinters, they tend to go into that 400 meters and begging for the line to come. But Oblique Seville held his form and he was able to rush to the line. He finished strong, and that's what a coach wants to see. He has best of 20.13 in the 200 meters. He wants to better that. I think his aim is to go sub 20. I do believe he has that in him at a 9.7 man, with a sloppy race, wanting of a better term. He certainly can go fast. And when I say sloppy, let me explain that, because I don't want anyone to come in the comment and say I said that Oblique ran a sloppy race. I think the execution was not one of the best. And of course, you know that I interviewed Oblique and I made that same comment. And Oblique alluded to the fact that it wasn't one of his smoothest race to date. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted, people. So I think that Oblique wants to go sub 20, and I think he can do it. I believe he can do it, you know. And with what with this new world title under his belt and the confidence that he had from last season, he's gonna go into this season, and I believe that he's gonna do better. Yeah, yeah, man. Oblique have some more things. I think they want to do, that 100, 200 double. That is going to be a good look, because remember, only Bolt, Glenn Mills do it with enough, but he had some very good 200-meter runners, included Bolt, Johan Blake, Warren Weir, and all of these are medalists in the 200 meters at World Championship and Olympic Games. Yeah, and also there's a Jason Young who did incredibly well at the 200 meters as well. Um, did sub 20 quite a few times. So Glenn Mills really has the acumen to deliver where the 200 is concerned, and I also believe that Oblique has the talent, to perform and produce at this event. So let's turn the pages over to Marvin Bracy Williams, the now disgraced American sprinter. He was handed a ban by USADA. That's the USA um, anti-doping agency. They announced today that, which is yesterday, that Marvin Bracy Williams, 31 of Claremont, Florida, an athlete in the sport of track and field with consideration of substantial assistance, has accepted a 45-month sanction for his anti-doping rule violations. And that was something that several persons saw coming, because they have not seen him in the sport, and we have heard we heard things surrounding him where it is concerned. But We didn't have the evidence to put this story out, but it is out now. And I mean, it is never something you want to hear in the sport, but it is happening, you know. After receiving credible information from a whistleblower in early 2024, USADA immediately opened an investigation, which included collecting a targeted out of competition urine sample from Marvin. All right. Now, as a result of that test, he tested positive for an anabolic agent and was immediately provisionally suspended by USADA on February 5, 2024. Now, it is critical that those in the sport trust anti-doping authorities to have their back and to act on information to protect the integrity of the sport and the rights of clean athletes, as was done in this case. And that came from Travis T. Tigard, USADA CEO. Um, I mean, the integrity of the sport is pretty much under scrutiny. So I just hope that, whatever they are doing, they will ensure that they reach all and sundry where this is concerned. I don't care who the guy is, who the girl is. It needs to be, what you call it, stop. No. All right, doing the investigation with USADA, which USADA conducted with Athletics Integrity Unit, which is the AIU, and the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. That's where it went, the DEA, and that's the Orlando District Office, Miami Field Division. It was discovered that Bracy had initially attempted to tamper with the investigation. That is crazy. Soon after his attempted tampering, Bracy admitted his violations and provided substantial assistance. Now, the positive test and attempted tampering are treated as a single violation under the World Anti-Doping Code because the tampering occurred in connection with Bracy's use of testosterone. You want to see type of drugs them? Anabolic, testosterone, these things. Is it me? Now, this is a unique case, according to them. It's also an example of importance of cooperation between like-minded organizations and law enforcement agencies when it comes to, eradicating organized doping schemes. So there is an organized doping scheme, and I hope that they reach to the bottom of it and not only burst it. you know when the rules are applied as they should, we can hold people accountable with, while also pursuing additional anti-doping rule violations and criminal charges. This investigation has already resulted in several impactful outcomes, which will be announced at a later date as the overall investigation continues. So there's more to come, my people. Yes, more leaks, more information re this case. Now, under Article 10.8.1 of the code, an athlete who faces an anti-doping rule violation that carries a period of ineligibility of 4 or more years, like Bracy did, may receive a 1-year sanction reduction if the athlete admits the violation and accepts the asserted sanction within 20 days of notification of the alleged anti-doping rule violation charge. Per rule, Bracy Williams qualified for a 1-year reduction to the otherwise applicable period of ineligibility because he what he cooperated and he accepted certain things. He admitted to certain things. So that is how he got the 1-year um reduction in this situation. In addition to the 1-year reduction for his admission of his violations, USADA granted Bracy a significant reduction of his sanction for providing important substantial assistance to the investigation. Now, this is very crazy. So, according to them, more things are going to come to the fore. Very, very interesting. Now, this resulted in a 21-month period of ineligibility for Bracy violations for his testosterone use and for his attempted tampering. While the investigation was pending, Bracy committed a further anti-doping rule violation by accruing his third whereabouts failures within 12-month period while included in USADA's registered testing pool. The whereabouts failures occur on August 10, 2023, October 4, 2023, and July 4, 2024. Now, that period of ineligibility for the whereabouts rule violation is 12 to 24 months, but is subject to an increased range in this case because it constitutes Brace's second violation. So that is very important, you know. So let's see. In all, he got 45 months sanction and it began February 5, 2024, the date he was provisionally suspended. In addition, Bracy Williams has been disqualified from any competitive results on and after June 1, 2023, including forfeiture of any medals, points, and prizes. So this is very, very critical, people. There is a lot more to be said in this one, but you saw that said there are more things to come. It seems as if Bracy would have cooperated with the investigation and it would have allowed them to, find out some more stuff. I just hope that these names will come to the fore because we can't have the sport, the integrity of the sport, to go under scrutiny like this. Once the rule is the rule and you are caught, just cooperate, call some name, whistleblowing. Yeah. So we can, avoid these things that are happening in the sport. We want people to be running clean. Some persons believe that persons aren't running clean enough. Yeah? Yeah, man. People believe that people aren't running clean, but it is the way it is. And I saw it set. So let's see. What are your thoughts? Until next time. Peace.